Brussels has been criticized by the head of the World Trade Organization (WTO) following the EU's extension of measures to hinder vaccine exports out of the bloc. Speaking today, the Director General of the WTO Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala voiced her concern over measures used to ensure vaccine supplies go to member states first, before leaving the EU. At an online event she said, "While we understand the politics of what they are doing, I have said openly I am disappointed, particularly in the fact that they extended it from March. I am actively talking to them about how we can make sure this restriction can be dealt with." On March 11, the Commission extended the transparency and authorization mechanism for vaccine exports. What this did, was force vaccine suppliers who have a pre-agreement in place, to deliver to EU member states up to the number of vaccines included within the contract. A coronavirus vaccine must also receive approval before leaving the bloc to be delivered to a non-EU state. Initially put in place on January 30, the extension means measures will now last until June this year. Despite international leaders claiming the fight against coronavirus is an international battle, Commissioner for Health and Food Safety Stella Kyriakides claimed the measures taken will make companies fulfill their obligation to the EU. Announcing the measures earlier this month, Ms. Kyriakides said, "We expect companies with which we have signed a contract to fulfill their obligations towards EU citizens." The EU exports very significant volumes of COVID-19 vaccines, true to our commitment to global solidarity. Yet, not all companies are honoring their agreements with the EU despite having received a down payment to enable sufficient production. "We will insist that compliance is ensured and we will continue to work with companies to ramp up production in Europe as quickly as possible." Despite signing agreements for 6 vaccines, the EU has come under severe scrutiny over its threats to block exports. Indeed, the mechanism was initially brought in after the EU threatened to invoke Article 16 of the Brexit deal to stop vaccine exports before rescinding the threat. The EU once again reiterated this threat amid its row with AstraZeneca over its own vaccine.